Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. I have you pulled in really close. I want to show you some up-close detail of these little beauties because today is another episode of M's Scrap Busters. And we are working with some little scraps to make some altered flag paper clips, and you can mass make these so easy. If you have some people last minute on a gift list that's crafty, they will love these. They can go in a journal, a binder, in their Bible, in a planner. So if they are crafty, paper crafty in any way, shape, or form, they will love these little banner flag altered paper clips. And you can fit them and make them to either fit on the right page or the left page, and I will show you that here. And y'all excuse my bandage I have on my finger. And that is not stuff, that is antibiotic ointment. I have a shopping injury. I was reaching for something on a hanging up shelf thing, you know, like at Walmart, and the tag that was on the front of it had a really sharp edge and it caught me. Oh gracious, I have a pretty good cut on my finger. So here is how these little beautiful page accents fit in your journal and on your page. Look at that, how cute. Alright, so that one goes on your right page, and this one could go on your left page. Let's find one that doesn't have some bulk on the other side of it. Look at that, how cute. That actually goes on those pages. That is cute. And see how far in I have you pulled in. I want you to be able to see this very, very well. So that is how these fit onto your journal pages and accent your journal pages. And it could even be a little tuck. You could put something in behind that if you wanted to. And there is the other one, more neutral colors on that one. You can make these as wild and crazy as you want, as layered up as you want. You don't have to make a banner shape at the bottom if you don't want to. And I have seen these flag or banner altered paper clips before, but the way that the lady at Scrapcraftastic, that is her YouTube channel, the way she did her layered flag paper clips is one of my favorites. So I wanted to kind of recreate how she inspired me, and she did lots of little banner layers like this. So I thought they were too cute, and I wanted to make some of those. So I will have the video of hers that inspired me for this M Scrap Busters video linked in the description box below. So let's get to work on these. They're going to be very easy to mass make, so if you want to do that, you can do that very easily. I'm going to pull you out just a little bit, and we're going to get out our scraps and our paper clips and our adhesive and go to town. So I am working with some gold jumbo clips that I got from Staples a while back when I was working more in my planner than I was in my journal. I wanted some gold paper clips. So that's what I'm using today. Whatever jumbo size paper clips you have will work, and if you have the little standard size, you'll just have to modify your size on your papers. So I've got out my little teeny scrap Paperclips bowl. And then I have out some larger scraps here. And I have some vellum. And then I have some lace and some baker's twine, book page. Then I have a few little die cuts and even some enamel dots and bling, pearl bling. So I've got that one there on that. And you know, in journaling you really can't use a lot of dimension like those, but I found with these little page accents it works really well. Alright, so get your trimmer out and you are going to cut a piece. And I like how Scrap Craftastic, I like how she and I apologize that I did not get her actual name first before I started doing this, but that is the name of her YouTube channel. I do love her dimensions that she used as far as her base banner that she made. So we're going to use that also. So we're going to do about just a touch under 1 3/4 inches. Just a touch under. And then we're going to cut it off at 5 inches. So any of that 6x6 paper you've got laying around, this would be a very good project to use that up. Alright, so I really like the back side of this a little bit better than the front side. So I'm going to get my bone folder. We're going to fold this over. Just fold it in half. Alright, and then I want this to be the front of my paper clip. The back of my paper clip is going to have the stuff upside down because I'm using directional paper. On these I didn't do that, so I didn't have to worry about the backs of these. But if you're using directional paper, just be aware that the back side, whatever you deem as the back side, is going to be upside down. So you might want to cover it up, and we might do that. We might come in and do some non-directional paper to cover up on the back because it will be seen, especially when you take it off of your page. So I am going to fold mine like I have shown y'all in the past how I cut my banners. So I'm folding it that I've just folded in half. I'm folding it so I can cut my tails. You start at the open end and you go up, and that makes your banner tail. Now you can go up even further and make a lot deeper of a banner tail, whatever you would like to do. I'm going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and ink this. And then I'm going to ink the back, and in case whatever I put on the back doesn't cover it all the way, it'll already be inked. And then I'm going to ink the top, front, and back. Then you need to figure out, and I'm just going to leave my cutter here, so then you need to figure out, do you want this paper clip to be on a right page facing this way, or do you want it to be on a left page facing this way? Okay, so you're going to figure out where your bottom bar of your paper clip is, not the little partial bar at the top there. See, not that one, your full bottom bar. And I want this clip to go on a right page, so I'm going to flip it where the loops are to my left, and that full bottom bar is on the bottom. Full bar is on the bottom. I'm going to pull up on that middle loop just a bit, just until I can get this paper through, because these paper clips that I got are very non-forgiving as far as movement. They are very stiff, but I mean, that lets you know that it is going to definitely stay on your page, no problem. Okay, so you see how I done that on that bottom bar. I just threaded that paper through and under that inner loop there. Okay, don't glue it yet. We're not ready to glue this banner yet. Alright, then you're going to line it up and you're going to figure out, do you want some type of banner to go underneath it, straight like this? Do you want some staggered banners underneath it like this? What do you want underneath here? I think I want to get this leftover map scrap, and I'm cutting it just a little shy of 1 inch, and then I'm going to cut it off this way at the 2 3/4 mark. Just see how that looks. Okay, so do you want it showing here in the middle and do banner tail there, or do you want it off to the side? I really like it off to the side, and then do another little something but shorter on the other side of it. I think maybe this one, and let's do a 2 1/4 inch on this one. Okay, and then you just kind of play with it how you want it to look. And I like that. I like how that looks. So I will go ahead and cut my banner tails on these, and I don't want them too tall. I'm just going to fold and clip in on the open ends on both of these, like this. Oh, this is that matte paper that's got some wild background on it. Alright, then I'm just going to put them in there, make sure that that's how I want them. And see, on those inner banners, you can pull them down as far as you want, even if they are not all the way at the top. See, they're not all the way at the top. So you can pull those down as far as you would like to, because they're just going to be glued. Okay, so I like this map one just a little bit longer than this one, and kind of fan them out like that. Ooh, I like that. So let's ink these, just the bottoms, and then you're going to flip it over and ink the backs, but I'm going to cover up the back of that matte paper probably, since it's so wild. Okay, then you're going to get your glue, and I just run me some glue inside here and make sure I run it all the way at the top, close to the paperclip bar, but not all the way to it. And then I'm going to put these inside, put more glue, and then I'm going to fold it down and figure out, do I want to reposition it? Am I good with how it looks? And if I'm good, I'm going to pull up that top banner, or our base banner, and put down a little bit more glue just to make sure that it holds those other two that's underneath it. Oh, I love that. I love that one already. And the back is not too bad because it has so much black, but I still want to cover that up. And let's do maybe some torn book page. This was actually a digital. And let's tear all the way around, and then I need to get it a little skinnier. A little bit skinnier. Yep, that will work. Let's ink around that, and we'll have the back done. And see on those other two that I showed you that I made as my prototypes, they did not have to be covered up on the back side. Whoop, got it too far up on that paper clip, didn't I? There we go. And then I'm going to put that on. And I might put a little die cut or something of some sort just about there, so it kind of covers up that wild and crazy pattern. Okay, I like that. So there's the back side pretty much done. And then I'm going to get some material. This is, I think, muslin material that I'm going to add to the edge here. So when you're making your decorations for the top of it, just kind of remember, if you want some things to kind of stick out over the edge of the page, then you'll need to, sorry, I forgot about that glare that you get when I leave my trimmer out like that. Sorry about that. You want to remember where you want things to stick out. So this one is going to go on a right page, so I would put a few things on this right edge to let it stick out over the edge of the page, kind of like a border. So I'm just kind of fraying that material a little bit. I'm going to add that there. I like using my circle punches, so I'm going to get me just like a half circle, maybe, if this will do that. Oh yeah, it's torn up, so that's even better. Do a little half circle, and that material on top of it. So that kind of goes along, that blue inked paper kind of goes along with the blues I've got down here. And then I think I'm going to fussy cut this little butterfly out of this cardstock that I have. And there's my little fussy cut butterfly. And I like it about there. I'm going to ink that blue, and then maybe add one more little banner. Let's do, cut it off about there, and then I'm going to fold that as best I can since it's so skinny, and put it there. Let's see what that looks like. So these, of course, remind me of those layered banner accents that we made with Scrapbusters a couple of months back. I love making banners, so I wasn't concerned that I was making some a little too soon, you know, close to the other ones. I'm good. I really like how all that looks. So let's ink up this. All these little layers. And this one's going to be seen most all over, so I'm going to ink that one pretty good. And this also. And then our little butterfly too. Okay. And then I'm going to glue down this banner. Go up with it just a little bit. And then put a little more glue here and here. get my circle put down, my piece of material put down. Okay, and then my little butterfly. I like just putting a little bit of glue in the middle of butterfly die cuts, or fussy cut die cuts. Fussy cut butterflies. And that way you can lift up on their little wings if you want to. Now that is like probably one of my favorite ones so far. I love that one. Very cute. And then when you want to put it in your journal, this is a right page. So you would just slide it on, and there's your little accent for that page. We'll move it up from that other piece there. So see, you've got a little bit of it hanging off of the page on this side. That is just cute. I love that. And I will show you an up close pic of this one. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you one that I have put trim on. That was baker's twine. You can also use lace if you want to, but I will show you how I put that on. Let's do one. I want this as my base. So let's cut this off just under 1 3/4. And then at 5. And then fold. Score. And then fold in half. And make sure you're with your loose ends. And I did a little bit deeper of a banner cut. I like that. And I want to try to get a little word label on this one. And I like this blue wood grain paper, so maybe just a little skinny one to go under. And cut my banner tails. Oh, that one's cute. Let's do some straight on, and let's do one that's a little bit thicker to go right up under that. Maybe this green color, I like that. Let's cut off that frayed end, and then do this one at just a little skinnier than what this one would be. So, yep, I think I want it just a little bit skinnier. So let's do just under 1 1/2. Fold it. Cut our banner tail. Now let's see what this looks like. Oh, I like that. Okay, I think I will cut this green one just a little shorter. And get it where I want it. Oh yeah, that's cute. I like that. Right, so just a little bit of that showing underneath. And then I think that will go really well with these colors that I've put on here now. So let's ink all of these and get our base going. So I'm going to ink the top on both sides, everything on both sides. And then these just have to be inked on the bottom sides, because that's all that's going to be seen. I've had this green paper in my stash for years, probably 10 years. It's crazy. It was a part of a, I want to say a Christmas theme, but it's got butterflies on it. Alright, so I'm going to get my paper clip and long bar. I want this one on a left page, so long bars on the bottom. My loops are to my right, so that is correct for a left page. I'm going to pull that middle loop up so that I can get my paper through and fold it over. Okay, and then ink, put glue in. Oh my. And then more glue down the middle. I want that one to hang down in the middle of that other green one. So I want to close it just to make sure that that is how, set up how I want it. Let's move the blue one up just a touch. Yep, that works. So then I'm going to put glue really close to that bottom bar of the paper clip, and then put glue all the way down for my base banner, and then any glue that seeps out, just wipe it up. And then see, we have a pretty back also. No need to do anything to the back unless you want to. Okay, I need to put some paper back so y'all won't be having a glare. Alright, so this is my front, and let's decorate that. I went ahead and cut down my little word label so it will fit on this really good. And then I already had this little circle punched out in my stash, and I really like how that looks, so I'm going to go for that one. And it was already inked too, so even better. And I mean, you can save all kinds of stuff. That little bowl there has got some of the tiniest little pieces of scrap that other people would be like, why in the world are you saving that? I mean, I've had that little circle in my stash forever and a day, thinking the same thing you're thinking. Why in the world did you save that? But look, now I'm using it today. Okay. That is cute. Alright, I'm going to put some baker's twine around it, and I might put on another little die cut to finish it off. We will see after I get the baker's twine put on it. And I'm wondering if this, nah. So I think I will just use this gold and cream baker's twine. I used the silver one on that other one. So what I'm going to do is hold the loose end on the back, and then I'm going to wrap it around just ever how much I think. Usually 3 times is the charm. Let's pull this one up, and you just kind of maneuver them around how you think. Yep, I like that. And now on the back, you're going to trim it so that the loose ends kind of meet. They don't have to meet identically. or at the same spot, like so, and then you're going to pull it around and see if you need to do any kind of adjustments to get it tighter, looser, whatever. And I think I will leave that one like that. I like it not being on the circle. This one that I did is actually on that circle or semicircle that I put on there, but I like that one being all up on top. So I'm going to meet my two ends in the back and make sure it's as tight as I want it to be. Alright, and then those two loose ends are going to get Fabrifix put on them. And this is a little bit of a drying time, so when you put these on, make sure you don't do too much to the front after you've done this, because you want them to dry really well before you start manipulating anything else really on the front. Okay, I'm going to come back, rearrange, and then I'm going to put Fabrifix, well, maybe, put Fabrifix on the two loose ends. And a pretty good glob on there. And then you're going to get a spatula or something. If you want to put your finger in it, you can. I'm not too crazy about putting my finger in Fabrifix, so I try to use my spatula when at all possible. And you're just going to move that spatula back and forth on those loose ends, and that tightens them up. See how tight they've gotten just from me pulling back and forth with my spatula. Okay, and then that's going to dry really good and pretty clear. I mean, you really can't see, unless you just really get up on it, where that Fabrifix is, or Fabri-Tac, whatever you use, is on the back of that one. And I've got this little tiny butterfly that I fussy cut out, and it's already got some adhesive on it, but I'm going to give it a touch more. And put that little butterfly there, and then I think I need a little piece of bling of some kind. Alright, a little piece. Let's see. I'm going to put it on this side, because if I put it on that side, it's a blue piece of bling. Oh, that's pretty. Just that one little bitty piece of bling on there. Made that one. Love that. So there is that one, ready for a page in a planner, a book, a Bible, journal, whatever. I love that. And here is a close-up pic of this one. So there are my altered flag paper clips, or altered banner paper clips, just using scraps. I love these little pieces of art, and I love how they look in journals, and they are great page accents, and you can hold little notes and things in the tuck of the paper clip loop too. So dual purpose, and you can mass make these very easily. I know this is not an original idea. I did get this from someone, and there are plenty of other people that have YouTube videos about these, but I wanted to make some myself, and so I decided to make it an M Scrapbuster. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.